Alright traders, we're looking at S&P 500 and mini futures. The structure of the market right now is indicating somewhat of bullish uptrend. As you can see, we started push up, we had a consolidation, but instead of prices correcting, we keep working higher and we keep working higher. So I'm looking for some bigger pattern. It fits quite nice off of these highs. I have only 2 swing confirmation, but if prices keep going higher, this is a nice push phase and I can trust this bullish trend. Okay, we have high impact news coming out now, so I'm not going to be trading around the news. There can be spike in volatility. You can already see how big those bars are. Market is quite fast, so I'm going to let it subside for a few minutes and then I'm going to resume my trading again. Okay, so the market keeps going higher. We had another two-leg pullback after news. You can see this is how market moves in pairs of twos. One leg down, break, second leg down, one leg down, break, second leg down. We were looking for a high low above EMA to resume the push phase. There was no high low. Can't really go long so far from the EMA, so I'm just waiting for the two-leg pullback to the key entry point to go long. We have a new high, one attempt to go long, pullback. We still don't have a second entry long. Now I cannot go long here because this is an inside bar. Now we may have a second entry long above this bar. There's going to be a trigger, but this is a doji right in between the EMA, so I will have to wait for high low confirmation setup. So hopefully we can get some high low confirmation setup. The main uptrend was the bigger pattern, and bigger pattern in price action takes precedence, so we expect new high to be tested. And we get a second entry long here, I can consider, because overshoot is creating stronger correction in the opposite direction and we need to get new high. Alright, we had a second entry long, wider channel held, so I'm considering high low above EMA because we still need to get new high for the main channel, and this bullish channel, secondary channel, is also in play. We have another second entry long, but I have a downtrend in play, so I cannot take it just yet. We have some visual two-legged pullback, but I'm not gonna take it. As you can see, it is working higher. Why did I skip this? It's because number one, we have overshoot, but because the main bias is simply bullish, we've been working higher in an uptrend the entire day. We expect new high, so I'm not really looking to go short. I want to go long as quickly as I can, so I'm just letting this correction play out and I want to go long soon. I came back from the break. We ended up having a wider downtrend with the break push to an extreme. Now I'm not so sure about the structure because we keep working lower, we keep working lower. I can only go long because I need to see proven stronger uptrend first. But at the same time, if I draw a bigger downtrend, I don't have as many confirmations, so I need a little bit more price action to understand if we're going to go higher or there's a bigger pattern. So right now I'm going to wait. So far, not that much is happening. Traders, I'm resuming the video because I just entered a new low, first entry short, pullback. We have a nice second entry short. If I'm going to connect the swings off of these highs, we have actually a wider downtrend that is getting third swing confirmation. So the downtrend is getting confirmed. We're coming off the range highs after overshoot. And this right here is the second entry short at the EMA. Great bar. It is quite late, but it is not that late. I can still squeeze hopefully small scalp in because we bounce off the trend line. We push below EMA strongly. It is a second entry short while the downtrend is in play. I'm scalping for 8 ticks with 7 contracts. Stop loss has to go 1 tick above the single bar, and we should reach the bottom of the trading range, at least for a scalp here. Alright traders, we got the scalp, so I'm going to place my stop loss to break even, and I'm going to take the runner around these lows. I'm not going to be too greedy. It is quite late, so I don't think there can be some massive runner. If we can break these lows, I'm going to take some runner, what it'll give me, and I'll be happy with that. So fortunately, we managed to get one decent setup, so at least one setup for the day, and I'm going to wrap it up now. It's too late. So this is the overall structure for today. We're going to dive deeper. We're going to talk about how the market developed today. We started with quite bullish bias. We have an uptrend that has a break, push to a new high. Then we had few high probability setups, downtrend played out, market moves in pairs of twos, one leg down, break, second leg down. Since the EMA is flattening, we have a brand new consolidation established, so you can also consider high low above EMA. But then you can see breaking new high and market keeps going higher and keeps going higher, which means I have to find a channel that would explain why prices are too bullish even after breaking new high of the original channel. So I have to start looking for the bigger, wider pattern. We had a little failed breakout here, but this is exactly around the news, high impact news. So we can be taking setup around the high impact news. Once again, market moves in pairs of twos, one leg down, break second leg down. So you want to expect then a high low above EMA, something like this, to like a pullback down. High low above EMA is the viable entry because you don't know simply if there's going to be additional push down to test this key level. You can see you're in the middle of nowhere, you're not confirming the key level, so you need a high low above EMA to jump on board and capitalize on this uptrend. It never happened. Push phase keeps going higher, keeps going higher. You have another second entry long. Had there been trigger here, you can't take it because this is an inside bar. We first broke below EMA, as we talked about. Congestion EMA, exactly one of these bars, doji bar. So I have to skip this also if I'm going to connect the highs of these candles. I have a downtrend in play. I'm leaning more towards overshoot rather than widening the downtrend simply because the trend is up. And this uptrend is expected to test the new high following the trendline rule. So I'm not even thinking about selling, especially overshoot can generate stronger pullback in the opposite direction. For this reason, you saw me looking for some bigger channel. New high, first entry long, pullback, second entry long. You can see how much we retraced off this downtrend. So I'm forgetting about new low being tested, and also we expect new high for the channel. This is a great second entry long. We have another second entry long off the trend line, which looks great in hindsight, but the trend line is ambiguous. You can see you can make it a little bit wider and make it still in play. So for this reason, I don't want to cherry pick this trade in hindsight. When you're watching this live, trend line can be a little bit wider, and we have to respect these trend lines. So we really need to get the high low of EMA, which didn't happen. And then we still expect new high, another second entry long, but I need to redraw the downtrend working low. As you can see, yes, this high is one tick lower than this, but I cannot draw tiny channel for one bar like this. It doesn't work that way. I have to reset the count. The channel cannot be the micro. This is one leg working lower, so I cannot take second entry long because you can see I respect the short-term correction on every single move. Okay, this is a habit that you need to learn every single time you're trading a trending market. Once there's a correction, draw the short-term channel. Automatically, you shouldn't be even thinking about this. This should be a routine. Market corrected, another overshoot that can generate stronger pullback. This is why we're not selling. Now, after breaking new extreme here, I was really thinking the market's going to resume the bullish bias and we're going to go higher. Because we have a break a new low, main option is to get new high. You can't really take high low because it's not confirming anything. This is just high low in no man's land. You need to see that failed second entry short or second entry long. High low is simply not enough. It's not confirming nothing. So no good entry. We push down. We have a new high, first entry long, pullback, second entry long. So you can consider buying the bottom of the support. Small scalp, it worked, but market kept pushing lower and kept pushing lower. Okay, so this was quite surprising because you can't argue with the market. You have to trade the market you get, not the market you want. And it's obvious that the bearish pressure is stronger and stronger, and we're most likely not going to test the new high. So we have a break, push to new extreme, downtrend played out, and at this point we're forgetting about new high for the main channel. Why? Well, because we moved so far away from it. We moved so far away from the initial uptrend that we cannot take into consideration. We simply retrace too much and there's so much price action. We have to follow the recent structure. I decided to mark this failed second entry short. I was on my break when this formed, but in hindsight, it doesn't look that bad. There's a break, push to new extreme, failed second entry short above EMA. This one ended up being a losing trade, but not a bad time when I'm watching this in hindsight. So I decided to mark it decent entry. Market is starting to go sideways, neutral bias, EMA flattening, so I have to predict some consolidation. New low, push above EMA, first entry short, second entry short failure. New high, double high probability setup, second entry long. So you have two high probability setups in one. Uptrend is to get new high. This was confusing area because the uptrend is not convincing. At the same time, there is consolidation with bearish bias. So you really need to be patient and you need to be confident you understand what's the structure. I had no idea what the bias is, so I didn't take any setup here. This high low was tempting, but there was no break above this high low. No trigger, only this secondary bar, so no real entry. Overshoot, once again, over the trend line can generate stronger pullback. And we had downtrend working lower, finished by a second entry short. So this is the structure for the day. It started looking like it's going to be very easy uptrend, but this was quite surprising. We didn't get the new high. We simply have to adapt, and it ended up being quite choppy. But I hope you had a good trade. I'm going to wrap it up, and I'm going to talk to you next time. Good luck with your trading.